Welcome to the Pridine Show, your forum for education and empowerment entertainment.
Take 5.
Ile were were nito shun, ile were were nitaya, ushaki nikwa nito oshun, sheke nito oshun, ile were were.
Please join me and welcome Miss Esosa Edosomwan. Welcome on the show. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you coming down here. I am actually thrilled to have you here.
Thank you. I feel the thrill. It makes me feel very welcome.
Now the name that I'm having a hard time pronouncing.
Yes.
Edosomwan?
Yes.
Okay, Esosa Edosomwan. What's the origin?
It's a Benin name. That's Nigerian. My last name means the Edo land is greater than the individual. My first name means a gift from God. Yeah.
You're actually a gift. Gifted, actually. Gifted actress, writer, director. You actually wear more hats than that.
I do.
Designer.
Right.
I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this young lady is talented from head to toe. Seriously. You'll find that in a minute.
I was born in New York City, and I moved around a lot when I was a kid. I lived in California for a while. I lived in Virginia. I lived in Jamaica.
Wow. That explains the artistic part of you. You've been all over the place.
Yeah. It actually, I think it helped to cultivate my writing side very early. I used to write poetry a lot. Before I started writing scripts and stuff, I wrote poetry a lot. And then I started writing, when I was in college, I won a playwriting award. And then I started also writing scripts. So I've always been a writer for sure. I think that's the first thing that I always did.
At what point did you decide, you know, I am also going to direct, I'm going to produce, I'm going to design? Do you sing also?
No, not like I'm gonna start a professional career. No.
So at what point did you decide to, you know, direct and produce and wear all these multiple hats?
My senior year of high school, there was an elective that I couldn't do. I used to be in the choir or whatever, and she didn't put me.
So you do sing?
Yeah, but not. See, I didn't want to tell you that because you're gonna say that, but not like I want to have a career or anything. So yeah, I couldn't do the choir, and I wanted to do another elective, and they were like, "Oh, these drama kids are having an audition for the Crucible." So I go and audition for the Crucible. I'd never done a monologue in my life, and I just did it or whatever, and the guy was like, "Okay," and they cast me. And then when I did the production, it was my first time acting, I got so lost in it that I scared all the drama kids.
Oh my God.
Because they thought that I was for real having, like you know, I really thought I was a slave. Like, they thought for real, like, this girl's having a panic attack. People were coming to me afterwards being like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, it's just acting."
Oh my goodness.
And I got nominated for an award at the Kennedy Center.
Wow.
And I was like, what?
Coming in like a rookie here. And actually
completely rookie. And they had this little fake Tonys for the Northern Virginia, D.C. area for high school drama kids. And I got nominated. And everyone was just kind of, I was like, what is going on? Because this is not something that I had a frame of reference for.
I actually had the chance to watch some of your short films.
Oh, okay. Look at you.
Oh, yeah, you know. But tell us a little bit about this movie, Love is Call, right?
Love is Call. It's directed by Najma Nuruddin, and it's about two people from two different spiritual paths, and they kind of have a connection, but the problem is that he discovers later that she's not Muslim and he is, and so it kind of leaves this open-ended question of do you allow yourself to fall in love with somebody who's not of the same faith as you?
You submit most of your short films to festivals?
That film is not, I didn't direct it. I'm just in it, but she sent that to a couple festivals. I believe it was at the Black Star Film Festival in Philadelphia, the Black August Festival in New York, in Harlem. And it's now on Hulu, so anyone can watch it for free.
So what other short films did you write and direct?
Other ones that I wrote and direct, one called Simple in Black and White, that's the one I was telling you about that I made in college. And then I did one called 50 Bucks in Argentina.
I saw that.
Yes.
Oh, when you guys were dancing?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love to be in this place where you feel. Keep practice and come back to take the next level. To learn tango, you must practice, practice, and practice. It is no dance.
It was a pleasure
You
dancing
need
with
to
you.
live and breathe.
Me too.
The thing I love about you is the short films that I've watched. They are very simple and it's straight to the point and very interesting. So it keeps the audience, like when I watched it, I cannot switch. I'm like, the dancing. It was so interesting and it's straight to the point, and the camera angles, the lighting and everything are just perfect.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Did you win an award for
50 Bucks in Argentina did pretty well. Which was surprising to me on so many levels. You have no idea. I had no idea what I was doing. And I costume designed it, acted it, wrote it, directed it. It was a lot. And it ended up winning me a competition on MTV. Randomly, this girl from MTV Facebooked me and she said, "Are you a filmmaker?" And I was like, "Yeah, who are you?" She's like, "I work for MTV. Do you want to be in this competition, filmmaker competition?" And I was like, "I guess." So I had to apply, and then I became a finalist. And then I won. Joel Schumacher picked me out of all these filmmakers after he saw my films. And that was cool. So I did that, and then it was MTV. MTV has a channel called MTVU, like a university channel. And it was MTVU Film of the Week one week, and then it went over to the Nigerian Entertainment International Film Festival, and it won Best Short there. And then it also went to the Cannes Film Festival. So it did pretty well for like not knowing what was going on.
Sometimes that's your best work.
I think so, sometimes.
Because they usually say the best pictures is the one that you're caught unaware.
Right, perhaps.
Apparently everybody thought it was brilliant for you to actually win the award on it.
I think it was pretty good. There's so much about that film that I would love to change. And it taught me a lot about not compromising as a filmmaker. And it taught me about working with actors. It also taught me about the art of multitasking. Doing it well means that you surround yourself with a very strong team. At the end of the day, I cannot act, write, and direct unless I have a really stellar costume designer, a really stellar set designer, a really stellar everything. So I learned so much from that, so that this time around when I did it, I made sure that my team was really strong, because that's the biggest. The filmmaking cannot be an individual effort. It's a collaborative art project.
Well, all I have to say is Tyler Perry, you better watch out. You're not the only one that can write, direct, play the lead. She's coming up. So now, what actually, when I met you, I met you on a set of Michael Gilbert's film, actually.
Right.
And we actually, we talked for a little bit, but I never knew you had this much talent built up until actually looking into things that you've done. And I came across your recent short film, Vengeance is Mine.
Right. One of them.
I know. You're different. You're special.
Is that what you say to all the girls before you rape them?
What? I'm sorry. Do we know each other?
8 years ago, you raped me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're such a liar. Get off of me! Get off!
So, you're one of the girls I took. So what?
I'm not the only one.
Solo gets what he wants when he wants it.
Get off of me! sick.
I'm not sick. I'm a star, baby. Ah! Don't even think about saying anything. Who would take your word over mine? As far as I'm concerned, you're just another groupie bitch I almost had a good time with at a party.
Vengeance is Mine.
Right.
That film, you know, I submitted that to a director, and all I could get was, wow, who's this girl? Wow, what is this? Where is this coming from? I said, can you believe it? She's Nigerian. They're like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, look at the lighting. It's such a soft lighting, and the camera angles and the composition, the costume. You know, the one thing about film people do not understand is the props. The set,
every single thing is important.
You know, this film, I saw all of that.
Yes, it was all there.
So why don't you tell me about this? Vengeance is Mine, actually.
Sure.
Was that based on a true story?
Somebody tried to rape me when I was in high school.
Oh my.
These two guys kind of like were chasing me, and I ran. I was pretty fast, thank God. I got away. And then 10 years later, I ran into the guy at an event. And so I had this moment of shock and freaking out and not knowing how to respond to it. And based on that, and then based on like doing some research online of these women who had been raped and seeing how they coped with the trauma, and some of them feeling like they needed to stalk the guy who raped them because they wanted to see how their lives were going and stuff like that. I just thought, wow, what an interesting premise to have to have someone be in a position where they're like all of a sudden confronted with their really traumatic past. And perhaps it's with rape, especially when I was watching these videos of these women online who survived it, it haunts them every single day. Like they can't sleep, they think about it all the time. And it's like it might have happened 8 years ago, 10 years ago, but it still becomes this huge part of who they are. And I was like, wow, that's very interesting. And then I also wanted to see if I could make an audience kind of feel what that girl is feeling as she was going through the story. So that was kind of my goal. Yeah.
And you wrote and directed this one as well.
I did. I wrote it, I directed, I produced it too. And I had a really awesome team of women. My set designer is a woman, my costume designer is a woman, my DP is a woman. Everybody was very, very talented, capable.
Woman power.
Exactly. Who says women can't make films?
Hello. So that again.
It really does not matter how much money you have to make a film. It does matter in terms of your comfort, obviously.
Right.
But it matters who you surround yourself with. It matters who your creative team is and whether or not your vision is clear. Like, I mean, my costume designer went above and beyond. We got costumes shipped from Cameroon. Like, everybody was very like, we want to make sure that we get what you need for your vision. And that was very important.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Vengeance is Mine, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not seen this short film, you have to log on online, go on YouTube and type in Vengeance is Mine short film, and you'll get to see the amazing work of Miss Esosa Edosomwan. We'll be right back.
I said, my people, how you day?
Adeoye is in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Adeoye in the building. So what part of Nigeria are you from?
My family's from Ijebu, so it's from there. Yes.
I've heard Igbo.
Well, Yoruba.
Oh, okay.
But the town my family's from is Ijebu, so we're
right.
Ijebu. So she's from the Edo people, and I'm from the Ijebu people.
What a connection. I've never been to Nigeria.
You must visit sometime.
I'd love to go. I'd love to. So when you first got this script, what did you think of the short film in a whole? What did you think of it?
My initial thought, honestly, as I was reading the script, I saw myself. So every direction, all the angles, you know, the close-ups, far shots. I saw myself in the film.
Right.
So.
Well, you did an excellent job.
Thank you.
You played it very well.
Thank you.
I hated that character. But then meeting you in person, I'm like, oh, I love
totally,
this guy.
Yeah, he's totally nice. He's actually really, really nice.
Like, though he's extremely tall, and it's like, yeah. But I love looking up. It's like that. Let me stop. Let me stop.
Thank you.
How long have you been acting, actually?
You know, I was thinking about it since Sunday school. So essentially all my life.
Wow.
So I did my first play in church. It was a Nigerian Christmas carol. And I played Scrooge.
Ebenezer Scrooge?
Ebenezer Scrooge. I was like this tall. And I saw the three ghosts.
That was in Nigeria or here in America?
In Nigeria, yeah. I was born in Nigeria.
Edosomwan.
Yeah.
What did you think of Adeoye? When you first cast him, what struck you about him that you're like, you know, this guy?
Well, you know, that's a funny story.
Oh my goodness.
Because I'm at this store in Georgetown, I was walking out of the door, and I glanced at Adeoye for like literally 2 seconds. And in that 2 seconds, the intuitive voice in my head said, he should be in your movie. And I was like, that's a strange, like, I can't just start asking random people to be in my movie, even though he looks like he might be Nigerian. I don't even know if he's Nigerian. You're crazy as hell. So I just walked out of the store.
Talking to yourself, huh?
Yeah, I went to the store, and then I found out from a friend later that not only was he Nigerian, he was a professional actor.
Wow.
So I was just like, okay. And like everything... See, I'm very intuitive in the way that I hire people and also in the way that I cast people. And so even though we met and he didn't really audition, he sort of auditioned, but I just knew that I had to follow this whole thing because all of the coincidences that aligned could not be for no reason. And then of course he was really brilliant. So I'm really glad that I followed my intuition.
In my head, every moment of that first time we met was my audition. Okay, here's the screenwriter, director, producer. You know, I did a Halle Berry.
That's awesome. Both of you having a culture whereas Nigeria, which actually has a film industry, Nollywood, so to speak. Both of you see yourself going to Nigeria, shooting films in Africa, and actually trying to show our culture. Do both of you see yourself doing that? I'm in a film that's coming out in Nigeria like in a week or so, February 8th. It's called Unguarded.
It was shot here, but there's a lot of Nigerian actors in it. And yeah, I'm planning to go to Ghana to shoot. I'm shooting that pilot, The African City, in May or so.
Awesome.
So I definitely feel like I definitely want to do that. I want to be but I specifically have a very specific vision of like I would like to be a part of projects that are elevating the African film industry, and I want to be a part of projects that kind of like break new ground and that are just elevating the technical aspects and all that, whether it's one that I produce or one that I'm just in.
Exactly.
So that's my goal.
Adeoye.
Well, I'm interested in telling our stories here. I feel like they're not really represented as fully as they could be.
Yes, real talk. Well, thank you guys so much for coming to the show. I appreciate this. This was fun. And I honestly think we should do this again some more. So the next time you're shooting, let me know. I would love to be on set and just kind of capture the behind the scenes of what's going on. You know, talk to the cast and talk to the DP and the crew and everybody and say, how do you guys feel about this? And I do hope that by God's grace you should be blessed.
Oh, thank you.
To take this to Africa and shoot a lot of other films and bring back. And I do hope that your dreams to bring our culture here and educate people here also would manifest.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys very much. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show today. For all my filmmakers out there, actors, actresses, you know, we have the talent within us. But sometimes we need to learn to nurture it. Sometimes we need to learn to find a way to bring it to light. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, see you.